Okay, let's recap again. Okay, so boom. 16-year-old me gets possessed by a sleep paralysis demon, gains the ability to float and run really fast. Didn't like. 4 out of 10. Next, sleep paralysis demon does sleep paralysis demon things, but then later reveals that it's probably not a sleep paralysis demon, because if it was a sleep paralysis demon, then other people would not be able to see the sleep paralysis demon. The sleep paralysis demon might actually be a demon. Fast forward a couple months, sleep paralysis demon inspires logo. Sleep paralysis demon also might be Dragonborn. Now that we're all caught up, let's talk about Pine Valley. Okay, so after all that crazy shit, I move into my new apartment. It's my apartment. My name's on the lease. Got the master bedroom. Boop, boop, we in there. I'm only 20 years old and I'm independent. Let's go. So maybe a few months in, life is normal. I have a job. I'm living life normally. Hanging out with all my friends. It's fucking cat. Anywho, so yeah, life's normal, but I start to get stressed out, because, adult life is not what I expected, and I needed to relax. I needed something to relax. I couldn't get any sleep, and it was starting to affect my entire mental health. So remember when I mentioned astral projection? Well, this is where it starts to get relevant. I started thinking about astral projection because I couldn't find a good, healthy way to just relieve all my stress. The anime and the video games weren't working. I needed to sleep. I needed to relax. And so I did a little bit of research and tried to see if the whole thing was something for me. I know this is a slow build up right now, but trust me, it's gonna get interesting. Just chill. As I'm researching astral projection and how to do it safely and right, I stumble upon this video of this guy telling his story, his experiences involving astral projection. And these stories were actually really interesting because he is having this out-of-body experience, obviously, but something happens where he claims to see this entity trying to enter his body while he was out of the body. You feel me? And I guess in this experience, he confronts this entity, which, gets me thinking, it's there on this astral plane, other entities that have no body trying to possess empty bodies, That's something to think about. It's definitely something to think about. And it kind of worried me for a while. So I didn't do it for a while. I was very cautious about doing this. So what I did was look for alternatives because I was not ready to astral project. And then I happened to stumble upon this YouTube channel, and I'm pretty sure she changed the channel name, but if you search Susanna, Is This a Dream? You'll find it. So I am loving this channel. There's a bunch of meditation videos, just relaxing music and a calming voice. And boy, quiet. Anyway, relaxing music, calming voice. It was a nice little channel that I liked. This is also the time where I discovered ASMR, but that's neither here nor there. There was this one video that I avoided for weeks, and it was an astral projection video, and it was so perfect. It looked perfect. It was 45 minutes long. It just seemed like it was calling to me, and for weeks I ignored it until one day I had a really shitty day at work. I was so stressed out. I was so tired, and I didn't know what else to do. So I go into my room. I turn off the lights. I put my headphones in, and I put that video on. And let me tell you, I couldn't even finish the video. So I'm laying there. I'm getting myself comfortable, just listening, following the instructions in the beginning. And that's as far as I got, was the instructions. So maybe, I don't know, a few minutes in, there was a part where, after I'm very comfortable, very relaxed, she pretty much said to, let yourself sink into the bed. And that freaked me out. The reason it freaked me out was because when she said, let yourself sink into your bed, or something around the lines of that, I physically started to feel my body sink into my bed. I felt my bed dip, and my body just like something out of Nightmare on Elm Street or some shit like that, I actually felt my body sinking into the bed, and I freaked out. I ripped my headphones out. I threw them. I actually threw my headphones across the room, and I said, that's too much. I'm still not ready for it. Still not. And then, I would say a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of weeks went by, and I wake up in the middle of the night. Just one of those, I woke up in the middle of the night, maybe go grab some water or something. I get out of bed and go to the door. But before I, grab the doorknob to walk out, I take a look at the bed, do a little glance over, and what do I see? I see me still in bed, sleeping peacefully next to my then girlfriend. Without even trying, I had astral projected. And before I could even enjoy it, what do? I freak out. And that freak out causes me to go back into my body. Really cool experience. Very cool experience, actually. You don't even feel it. You don't even feel weird. You just feel the same. It's just, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I got a bit more comfortable with astral projection after that. And so I start trying it more. I mean, the meditation part is really great, but the out-of-body experience, well, I wanted to do that again. And, I did. Maybe once or twice more, honestly. I'm not even remember. I do remember I did it one time and, didn't go far. I just ran down my hall and ran back to my room. Normal speed, obviously, because, no demons to give me any enhanced powers. But, yeah, it was a nice little experience for a little bit until it wasn't. Remember when I was talking about doing the research and that guy was telling his story about some entities hanging around a soulless body? Yeah. That's where it gets weird. And then the sleep paralysis doesn't come back immediately, but something else does. That that surging feeling. Remember, I was talking about that surging feeling. This time it's slower, more intense, you know? Like, right as I am entering like a REM sleep, I would say, it starts to like creep up, like slowly, like going through my body and then up to my head. That feeling, that very familiar feeling, not a presence, but that surge of electricity. It was different and yet familiar. And this time around, it was a bit more intense, you know? At first I caught it, I was just like, whoa. Like, maybe I was getting too relaxed. Maybe I was sinking into the bed again, like from the astral projection video, because that's the first thing that I was thinking about. And I pulled myself out of that really quick. But then it just kept happening more and more often. Like, every time I would get really comfortable, like really try to relax and just go to sleep, here comes that feeling, that surge, that energy just in my body trying to get up to my head. And I don't know what would happen once it like got up to my head and achieved what it wanted. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to find out. So it prevented me from sleeping a lot. Sometimes it still does, but we're not there yet. A lot of time goes by and things just get more weird for me. The next time I astral project was a little scary. Once again, I get up, just, go into the bathroom, I'm thinking. And immediately I see this entity. It was, just like a black mass just floating there. And I didn't, stop to study the details. I got out and I saw it. And the first thing that went to my mind was that video that I saw, a while back. And, I freaked out. And my astral self just snapped right back into my body. I got up and I looked around the room. I saw how dark it was. I saw how uneasy this darkness was making me. And, I mean, I wouldn't say I got a nightlight. I didn't get a nightlight, but there was this little squishy lamp thing that my girlfriend had that emitted this calming, very calming blue light. And I used it as a nightlight, I guess. Yeah. It was I just found it soothing for the most part. It helped with the darkness. It helped with the anxiety. It was definitely very calming for sleeping. And I had that for a while. I used it for quite a while, maybe a year, maybe longer. And I was fine for the most part. Until one night, that feeling came back. That surge of energy. But it had happened so much that I was kind of used to it. Kind of like, oh shit, here we go again. It was different though. It was different because that surge of energy happened. It was going up to my head and It was, making me weird, but something was different. I could feel that presence. I could feel a presence. It was a different presence, and I wasn't sure. But I could feel it standing over me. I knew my little blue squishy light thing was right next to me on the nightstand. But I still wasn't calm. I still was not calm, and I needed to know what was standing over me. And so I just slowly and yet subtly opened my eyes. And I shit you not, what looks like a Dementor is floating over me. I quickly shut my eyes. Very quickly shut my eyes, and for that split second that I saw it, I saw every detail of it. I saw it all. It was damn near so tall, just floating over my bed, just looking down at me. Black, very black, darker than the room. It was the robes, the hood. Yeah, it looked like a Dementor. If you don't know what a Dementor is, then you're not cool. Go watch Harry Potter. Fuck you. It's just all this weird shit stemmed from one incredibly terrifying night. And it wasn't even the end of it. These events happened for another 2, maybe 3 years. I mean, there's clearly more to talk about, but I want to leave a little mystery. So, I mean, if you like this story, give it a like, comment, share with your friends. And if you're new here, subscribe. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.